in every church that's not our church. This is Sure Foundation Baptist Church.
No! No! I did not see that before.
All right, guys, welcome back to the John the Baptist YouTube channel. I have a very special treat for you guys today, as was evident from the very simple thumbnail. We will not be doing the usual here today. We will not be doing church history or any theology or anything of the sort. Instead, we will be having fun. We will be reviewing and reacting to some of the most cringe and outrageous new IFB moments. Obviously, this comes in the wake of the recent revelations coming out from that camp and how they are all like deranged sycophants rushing to defend the honor of their fallen prophet. So plenty of material out there to review. And I do have a very special guest with me today to do that. And that is Isaac Anderson. Now, Isaac and his siblings have been on various platforms to speak out against the abuse that they have suffered from their parents. We will not be getting into that today. We actually want to have fun today, so no abuse talk today. Instead, we will be having fun, reviewing, mocking the new IFB. Now, real quickly, before I get into the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, help me grow the channel. If you like what I'm doing here, what I usually do on this channel is make content promoting robust theology and church history to my independent Baptist brethren, because I believe those are areas in which we are severely lacking, and we can greatly improve the movement, the independent Baptist movement, and we can get a grasp on historical, robust theology, as well as having some grasp, some understanding of church history. And so if you like that sort of thing, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I also apologize in advance. I was pretty sick when I recorded this video. Even right now, I'm still a little sick. So that will be evident at times. I apologize. But with that being said, let's get started. Let's have some fun. Here he is, the son of the prophet himself, Isaac Anderson. What's up, bro?
Not much, man. Just basically got out of bed, had breakfast, and here I am.
Cool. I actually have a question real quick. Did you get like son of the prophet treatment growing up at Faith Forward?
Not really, no. I mean, obviously, like, people were nice to me at church usually, but actually towards the end, most of his church people really hated me because I wasn't righteous enough for them.
All right. Okay. That goes against what I would have expected, but all right. I want to start actually with a classic. We're going to start off with the classic. Get this bozo out of here real quick.
That one never gets old. Every time that pops up on Instagram, I always watch that video. Hey, I need some prayer.
All right,
classic, but I want to see it again.
All right, let's listen to it.
Says, oh, God's not three persons. God's only one person. What? Hey, sit down. Sit down. What are you coming up here to do? You want to come take over the service? Huh? What do you want? What?
I just want a prayer read.
Get out of here.
Can I get a little grace?
No, you can't. No, you get out of here. Get him out of here. Drag
the
this
sunglasses on indoors.
His request for grace denied.
Denied. Hope Anderson will not see
help
you.
Him out. Get him out.
Guy jumps up at the end. He's ready.
And you know what? Anybody wants to come up here and take over the service?
That's funny. That's something a lot of people I don't think notice. There's a guy in the congregation that when your dad calls for this guy to get this bozo out of here, he jumps off his seat and runs.
Oh no, he'll have like every time he does that, like 30 guys jump out of their seats. They're all like appendix carrying their crappy firearm, ready to just castrate themselves or whatever. They all are like really into like carrying their gun and like 4 extra magazines at church. Like you're at church, you weirdo. Like leave your guns at home. But they always like jump up. They're like ready to go to drag that bozo out. And then he's got Chris Segura in like his fake tactical vest with his sunglasses indoors. Half the time he's wearing like fingerless gloves, which I thought fingerless gloves were cool too when I was like 12. Chris Segura's like, I think he's like over the age of 45 and hasn't figured out that wearing sunglasses indoor is not cool. Last time I saw him, he had like a tablet strapped to the back of his his hand. The only reason I'm talking crap about him is on Sunday, he once again got busted on another recording. These guys just can't stop. He spent about
what
half
is
an
it with
hour.
these guys?
He spent about half an hour talking crap, claiming he like challenged me to a fight and I backed off. No, he hasn't said a word to me about any of this. He has my phone number and he hasn't said a word to me. He hasn't talked about wanting to fight me. And I texted him. I was like, hey, listen, man. I was like, I really don't want to fight a smaller guy who's older than my dad. But like, if you really want to come spar, I was like, I'll gladly do it. He didn't respond. So because he obviously, I don't think he actually wanted to fight because otherwise he could have just texted me. He also knows where I live. He has at least 2, possibly 3 of his kids. I know he has a Steven Anderson Segura and a Jujana Anderson Segura. I'm pretty sure there's 2 Steven Anderson Seguras, though, but don't quote me on that. So he has multiple of his kids named Steven Anderson Segura. Insanity.
How does he distinguish between the two Stevens?
Well, I don't really know. His first 4 kids are named Chris Segura, so like I don't know what he does.
Oh, that's funny. That's like George Foreman.
Yeah, it's like Chris. Then there's Christina, and then I think there's one of his kids that's named just Steven something Segura, not Steven Anderson. Then there's the Steven Anderson and the Jujana Anderson. All I know is he has at least 1 Steven Anderson Segura and 1 Jujana Anderson Segura, which is super weird. I remember when he like proudly told my parents, "Yeah, his name's Steven Anderson Segura." They're like, "Oh, that's very nice, brother Chris." they were super weirded out. Obviously, I mean, if someone came to me and said I named my kid Isaac Anderson Segura, yeah.
That is not David, Pastor Robinson. He's Job, amen. That's who he is, the greatest man alive.
I remember seeing the live sermon of your dad. This is way back when I was still watching your dad, where he announced like, "Oh, we got a new baby in the church, Steven Anderson Segura." I remember thinking like, man, that's weird. Oh man.
No, my parents were not impressed about that. They were like, "Oh, that's so because my parents do not want like mindless sycophants. They wish they had like normal people that like them, but the problem is with the way that they're not very palatable to normal people. So they kind of only attract the weirdos, and they wish they didn't. But like, obviously, if my dad was just more normal, he could probably attract more normal fans. But probably whenever my dad, depending on how long he's in the nut house for, or if he eventually steps down, probably Corbin Russell Segura is coming soon when he takes over. Corbin Russell Segura.
I think we got a Corbin Russell clip here somewhere. Let's see if we run into it.
Is this like Golden Corral security footage or something?
Golden Corral. It was him and Thompson.
Someone was telling me that like when Thompson's bank statements got leaked, he was having like 4 DoorDash orders a day from Taco Bell. Just absolute madness.
Yeah, there was a channel. I forgot what channel had all the evidence, but it was something crazy. Like in addition to him going to like the weed shop.
So in his defense, he wasn't going to a weed shop. He was going to a smoke shop. Smoke shops don't sell marijuana, but they just sell nicotine products. Either way. No business with the church card being spent at the smoke shop. But yeah, obviously it's funnier to imagine he was buying pot and DoorDashing the Munchies food. But the reality was he was just buying at the smoke shop and still DoorDashing, which I'm pretty sure isn't legal for him to DoorDash food on the church card. I'm not an expert on that. But I mean, it's not Donnie Romero levels of embezzlement, but it's at least questionable to be DoorDashing yourself church food
4 times a week. By the way, I do got to call you out
4 times
on
a day.
thing.
Oh yeah,
I got to call you out on one thing. You were not totally transparent in any of your interviews because I think you bring up the peanut butter cups going missing, but you never addressed who did it. You never said who actually took them. So I want
Aaron Thompson has not submitted a written statement yet for statement analysis. So we I need
you to identify. I need you to identify who took the peanut butter cups. Oh man, that's to be fair, I stole that joke from somebody, but I've been repeating it everywhere just because I think
everybody's been asking like, Isaac, did Aaron Thompson steal the peanut butter cups? Everybody's singling him out. I don't know why. It's so funny though.
It is. It could have been Russell.
We know,
too,
so we know he's not responsible for the pistachios, right? We can rule that. So who are our suspects for pistachio theft?
Ben the Baptist. Nah, I'm just throwing someone out there. All right, let's see. Let's continue watching this clip.
Nervous? We'll throw you out of here, buddy. This church is not a free-for-all. This isn't an open mic. This isn't a karaoke bar. Okay? I'm the man of God here. I meet the qualifications. I run this church. And if you don't like it, then get out. This is not some church where every first-time visitor and brand new believer and people who've never even read the Bible are going to come.
I saw somebody commenting that.
Look at the
This is-
glasses.
this is,
Look at the glasses.
Oh yeah, there he is. There he is.
Up and take over the service. Not happening.
Does he have gloves on too?
Okay? If you want that kind of watered down
so, yeah.
leadership, go to some house church with your Amish buddies and sit around the coffee table with your coffee.
That's funny. Somebody said I had actually quoted your dad's the famous quote. I'm the man of God here. In responding to him being apparently in the psych ward right now, that he's yelling, "I'm the man of God here," and I'd forgotten the rest of the quote, which was perfect for the
Might meet the
situation.
qualifications. I think he means met, maybe past tense, like maybe 20 years ago.
Right. Well, that's how he interprets 1 Timothy 3 now, right? You only had to have initially.
Oh yeah. The qualifications are just if we don't know who this guy is, and But I remember there was some guy who's like some pastor who'd been pastor for a while, and his wife just died, and my dad was quite loudly clamoring for this man's resignation. Which
That's
honestly,
crazy.
I wouldn't say the guy needs to resign because the whole ruling well as wife and house is to show that he's a proper guy. If his wife didn't divorce him or leave him, if his wife just literally dies and they've been married for a long time, I would at least give the guy a grace period to, keep preaching while he maybe finds a new wife or something. That's more of a gray area. Yeah. But my dad was, and then there was some other guy who had adopted kids. My dad's like, no, not wife and kids, because these aren't his kids. They're adopted. He was railing against some guy saying he needs to step down because his kids are adopted. But then suddenly, as soon as it applies to him, he's like, well, what defines blameless, actually? What do you mean by blameless? That's kind of, no, it's not very specific with this blameless stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I think he's talking about R.A. Smith. He's kind of like a kind of well-known old IFB guy. His wife died a few years ago. But anyway, let's see. All right, let's watch this. Corbin Russell's ordination.
And we want to pray that Brother Corbin Russell would be endued with power from on high so that he could bring the sermons that the people need to hear and expound the word of God in a powerful way and be used greatly to evangelize the state of Arizona. Let's pray together now for Brother Russell. Lord, we thank you so much for Brother Corbin Russell. We thank you for his faithfulness, and we thank you for his willingness to do a difficult job, to put himself out there, to say, here am I, Lord, send me. Thank you, Lord, for his willingness, his ability, man.
Yeah, I commented on the live chat
Brother
for
Russell
this
a big
one.
hand.
I commented on the live chat. They booted me, or muted me for this, but I commented like, "Oh, Pastor Joe Jones denounced him today. He had to ordain a new yes man immediately," or whatever.
Yeah. So, do you think that was actually what was happening? That he's
so I remember for years my dad was not planning on ordaining Corbin Russell. I forget if it was because he was too fat, too stupid, or both. But my dad had no interest in ordaining Corbin Russell, and I'm sure he's gonna go, "Oh, this is slander." He's gonna sit in his basement and make another video talking crap. But no, for years he didn't want to ordain Corbin because he thought he was too fat, and that's a character flaw. And once again, it doesn't meet the qualifications of being blameless. If you are obese. I think it was the NHS in Britain that declared that if you are obese, it is more damaging to your life expectancy than being a chain smoker. So we got Corbin Russell is effectively a chain smoker. I think Solomon in his video said, a fat pastor to him is like seeing a guy with pipe burns on his face or something, like or meth sores.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right. So if he's if he's a complete glutton who can't stop shoving, and I'm not saying your pastor needs to be like jacked or shredded, but you can't be obese. All right. I agree. Be reasonable. Obviously, if your pastor's got a small gut, hey, no big deal. I'm not expecting him to be living in the gym or something, right? That's fine. I'm not worried about it. But if your pastor is completely obese, also too, I don't know if you've ever been unfortunate enough to hear him fill in for my dad. He's just not a good speaker. It doesn't matter if he's doctrinally sound. Nobody wants to listen to his preaching. His preaching sucks. True, yeah. No one wants to listen to even if what he's saying is true.
Ever having heard his preaching, but yeah.
You wouldn't remember if you did. It's not very it's not like there's anything too memorable about it. So my dad was never going to ordain him. I think my dad's ordaining him. He's like the unjust steward trying to he's just like, hey, remember when I ordained you, Corbin? No one else would have ordained you. And he's setting himself up because my dad cannot dig. He doesn't want to beg. So he's got to go to Corbin.
That's funny. All right, now let's oh man, this one is so well, I want you maybe you know the context of this next one. Let's take a look.
Manley Perry is the biggest hypocritical flatterer. He preached a sermon called "Why I'm an Andersonite," which is a stupid
I
sermon.
love
Why
Dirty
would
Donnie,
anyone
by the way.
pronounce themselves to be an
too.
Andersonite?
Pastor Anderson still did love you, and he still cared for you, and he still visited you in your affliction and suffered with you so that you could be saved.
What is all
He
this? You know the
suffered for you so
context
you
of
could
that?
be saved. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's just one of Aaron Thompson's goons at Sure Foundation. But dude, he suffered for you so you could be saved. He's just like effeminate. He's like fanboying. No, but by the way, let's talk about Manley Perry. I for years thought his name was Manley. No, his name is Michael.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. His name is Michael Perry, not Manley Perry. He just decides it would be like if I just go, my name is Jacked Anderson, I will be referred to as, or my name is Handsome, I will be referred to as Handsome Anderson everywhere I go. Imagine my name is Pastor Handsome. He's not Pastor Manley. His name is Pastor Michael Perry.
Is that not even his middle name?
I'm pretty sure it's not. I forget what his middle name. Even if it is, it's still weird. Like, and I always called him Pastor Manley Perry. I thought that was his name.
Perry, but this is funny. I didn't know this.
No, it's pretty funny. Yeah. I mean, because and that's the thing. I might add, even if you put up a clip of a guy that I like, if they're doing something funny or silly, hey, make fun of them. It's free game. If somebody makes fun of me for a good reason, it's fair. So yeah, I don't know how good Pastor Perry is or isn't. I just think it's really, really funny that he goes by Manley when his name is Michael Perry. But oh well.
That is funny. Yeah,
it is funny.
All right, so that clip that we just saw.
Is this the Jonathan Shelley wrap up next?
That's it. That's it.
Dude, he has bars, but he has no flow.
Yeah. So, but to comment on that clip we just saw, the famous
Manley Perry's the biggest Andersonite.
Pastor Anderson still did love you, and
this guy. So again, I've seen this clip for years. I don't know the context. Like, I want to believe that there's like something that's going to make this somewhat normal and not blasphemous, but I haven't seen the full sermon or anything like that. I did hear that this guy last week at a preaching night, at a men's preaching night, basically did a sermon just simping for your dad. Like, just the whole sermon was about defending your dad. So that's the only update I have on this guy. But
well, yeah, I mean, Pastor Anderson suffered so you could be saved. That's one way of looking at it. I keep thinking, but Isaac, be thankful to your dad for saving your soul from hell. Like, that was Jesus who saved his soul, not Pastor Anderson, but whatever, dude. I guess maybe the only cause of him suffering is he's saying like my dad was soul winning in the heat, so he could be, but it's still a real. I don't know how much. I don't think context is going to save him on this one. Obviously, it's out of context, but I don't think the context is much better.
Right.
All right. The best part is my dad probably doesn't even know this guy.
He probably doesn't. He probably does. Your dad probably doesn't even like this guy.
He probably signed his autograph at Red Hot like he does every year, where he has a line of people getting their Bibles autographed. He probably just signed his autograph like 6 years ago, and that's it.
That's it. Wow. All right, let's see Shelley spitting some bars then.
Where's all the swimming programs? I mean, if we're going to really try and figure out, when are they going to rap about that?
Do you have a lineup too?
Here, I got a ditty for you, all right? If you didn't vote for Biden, you ain't black. CNN and Lemon are going to call you whack. My brother's got major problems for real, but this ditty about to get me a record deal. Black children be dying all the time, so pay attention to my little rhyme. Parents need to watch their son and daughter to protect them from that racist water. My brothers keep dying without a chance, not learning to swim, but break dance. So watch out for that swimming pool. Don't pull an Abner and die like a fool.
Just like it's not our job.
Where's all the swim?
Thoughts?
I mean, he has really good lyrics. He just no flow, no delivery. He needs like a beat or something, and he needs to ghostwrite for somebody else. He needs to get someone else to perform these lyrics for him. But he definitely has bars.
Yeah, good analysis. Now about Shelley, you for sure have noticed how much he tries to copy your dad, like down to like the vocal tonality.
That's
and
been
the
for
emphasis.
years. At church, I'd be looking for my dad, and I'd accidentally be like walking up behind him. He's always looked and talked like my dad. I don't know if that's on purpose or if he just happens to be weirdly similar to my dad, but it's super duper weird. It's always creeped me out that he is like, I think he's doing it on purpose, or at least leaning into it.
Right. Well, he is. You know what's funny? Everybody kept saying that, or I think I don't know who kept saying, but they kept mentioning Miriam is lying because she's a trained actress. Jonathan Shelley's literally also a trained actor, or that's what he did in high school. He was like a drama nerd. Shelley literally is an actor too, and so I think that lends.
Have you seen him singing from the pulpit?
Oh yeah, well we're gonna get through that one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, good. So he sings a lot better than he raps. I'll give him that. He's actually kind of good at singing. He's like actually kind of good.
All right, let's see. I do have, I tried to get someone to send me a clip because I've caught him. You know the shoulder thing your dad does when he's like mocking somebody?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Shelley has
the
done
same
that.
noises that my dad does too. Or whatever that my dad does. He does that exact same thing. He copies all his mannerisms. He's just off-brand Pastor Anderson.
He's off-brand Pastor. Exactly. Let me see. I think I got a clip of that one real quick. Let me see.
Oh, good. I want to see it.
All right.
Why do we have to use phrase like this? Let's go, Brandon. Why don't we just say Joe Biden?
Woo! Yes, that's it. And by the way, I might add, if somebody goes, "Oh, Isaac, why are you making fun of me for saying the F word?" You say the F word too. Yeah, last I checked, I don't say it from the pulpit in front of small children. Church is supposed to be age appropriate. I don't think there's anything wrong with setting off an F-bomb. Not at church, not in front of little kids. It's that simple. Church is supposed to be age appropriate. Yeah, you're right. I'm a plumber. I can say whatever I want on the job. That's not a problem. Or if I'm talking to my brother or something, I'll drop F-bombs all day. Not doing it at church, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not at church, but yeah, down to the very
appropriate. They don't have a daycare for the kids there, or a thing. All the kids are in the service. So, do they really want someone's 6-year-old? Because the 6-year-old's gonna repeat it.
Right.
It's trashy. It's church. You trashy bum.
Let's see what other. Oh, let's get Shelley singing in here real quick,
please.
Where is?
And then I think one of his guys then started dropping F-bombs too in the next sermon or whatever. He was trying to be cool or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Obviously these guys are just trying to go viral. Pastor says F Joe Biden from the pulpit. Crazy stuff. Oh yeah.
The show choir.
Wise men say only fools rush in.
You are effeminate, and you're not right with God.
Right?
We were both into the High School Musical.
Near, far, wherever you are.
You're effeminate, you're disgraced, you're not right with God.
He knows the Bible really well. He's a great preacher.
Extraordinary. Is
me
even
sick.
More than anyone that I
You are
adore
effeminate.
and love is all that I give to you. Love.
You're
It's
disgraced.
more than just a game for two.
You're not right with God.
Two can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it, love.
Who's the guy that keeps calling him effeminate? Because that guy looks like an absolute wimp.
Yeah. So that guy.
Who is that guy? I don't know.
I think his name is Jesse Michael.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. He goes to Steadfast, obviously, and he's famous. He preached a whole sermon talking about Lester Roloff is roasting in hell. That was the whole sermon.
I don't even know who Lester Roloff is.
Lester Roloff is this old IFB preacher from the 50s.
Burning in hell, of course. Reprobate.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody that came before my dad, besides Jack Hyles and John R. Rice, is burning in hell. Everybody besides John R. Rice and Jack Hyles, they're all roasting. All of them.
That's funny. But yeah, so that's what that guy is. But I don't know if you notice, occasionally they have your dad cutting in saying makes me sick during
I saw that.
I will always love you.
You know, and so this guy, he's got this YouTube channel called Dirty Donnie.
Sick, defiled minds, and they all get together as one big super group of villains.
Lies the headquarters of the most sinister.
Yeah, they fear Dirty Donnie. Dirty Donnie
Dude,
has
they
all
hate
the
Dirty Donnie. I don't know how Dirty Donnie only has like 200 subscribers. His videos are so funny. Have you seen his newest video of my dad under oath testifying he doesn't know what the new IFB is, and he doesn't know if Steadfast Baptist is part of the new IFB?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Well,
Now, Dirty
it's on
Donnie.
Dirty Donnie's channel. Go to Dirty Donnie. He posted this like yesterday. He said it's been like a day in advance or whatever, but yeah. No, it's literally him saying, my dad says he doesn't know what the new IFB is.
That's funny. Dirty Donnie used to have, I mean, they like deleted all their videos like multiple times. I don't even know if this is the original Dirty Donnie channel.
No, I think it's the original, or it's not the original, no, but it's the same guy.
I figured it was the same guy. Right. But yeah, he's had to delete. He had gold on that channel for years. Then he had to delete it, and I was bringing it back.
I've been a Dirty Donnie fan since 2020. I was underneath my blankets at night with my burner iPhone I'd purchased, risking getting my ass beat to watch Dirty Donnie crap on that. I'm like an original. I got a message like Dirty Donnie wanted to talk to me. I was like so excited. I was like, I finally get to talk to him after all these years. No,
I think I got
channel
the
though.
video
He's
you're
got
talking about.
Yeah, he's got my dad saying under oath he doesn't know what the new IFB is.
All right, let's check out here.
Witness. I'm not guilty. And you know what? You can believe me or not believe me, but God is my witness that is true.
The clapping.
Then in real life, you have to get cross-examined. That's a scary thought.
Do you swear and affirm that the testimony can say be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Today I want to talk a little bit about the difference between the old IFB and the new IFB.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
What is the new IFB?
I don't know.
The contradicting evidence is brought out, and you know what? They get caught in a bunch of lies.
What is the new IFB?
I don't know. Let me start out by just defining these terms. The new IFB, which is basically a revival or renewal or
just perjury right here
within the IFB.
They get impeached, and they're found to be unreliable.
You don't know what new IFB is?
I don't know, because that term is used by many people to mean different things. I don't know. So then you have a new, vibrant, renewed revival movement within the IFB, which we're calling the new IFB.
And you know what? They get caught in a bunch of lies. And when they lie in, you cross-examine them, you bring up all the evidence.
You don't know what new IFB is?
I don't know, because that term is used by many people to mean different things. I don't know.
See, my goal is that someday when people hear the term fundamental Baptist, they're going to think of us. They're going to think of churches like Faithful Word, Steadfast, Verity, Old Path. They're going to think of churches like us, and we are going to change what it means to be a fundamental Baptist. And, you know, a lot of times we're called the new IFB, and we call other IFB churches, IFB stands for Independent Fundamental Baptist. We call them the old IFB.
Okay. And is Steadfast Baptist Church in the new IFB?
Totally perjured. Totally perjured. Now, what is this? Why is he being questioned here?
I believe this is part of to do with Jonathan Shelley when he sued Dirty Donnie for talking too much trash. Dirty Donnie trolled a little too hard, flew a little too close to the sun with the shit posting, and had to get Jonathan Shelley had to use church money and sue him for it. I better not. Oh, sorry. Allegedly, I don't want him to sue me next either with church money.
Allegedly. Oh man, that's funny. What's funny? What should be okay? Here, this sums up Ben the Baptist pretty accurately.
Yeah, you're basically like, I love Pastor Anderson. I want Pastor Anderson to be my
Why
friend.
does he have a Let's Go Brandon shirt,
Everything
not
Pastor
an
Anderson
FGO
says is
Biden
fine.
shirt?
That's my commentary for the show.
Yeah, it's a good recap.
Okay.
So that's Shelley basically roasting.
Yeah, you're basically like
Ben
yeah,
the
he's
Baptist.
just snickering, and Ben just has to take it, which is so funny. Going to Faithful Word, I only ever exclusively he was called Ben the Butt Licker or Ben the Butt Kisser. I never heard him called anything else ever.
That's
and then
funny,
I find out, and then I saw Ben. I was like, wait, is this the guy? Well, I'd heard the name Ben the Baptist like kind of separately, like twice, but I didn't realize they were the same guy because everyone just called him Ben the Butt Licker or Ben the Butt Kisser because he's just. I mean, if you watch him, it's very fitting.
Well, okay, so speaking of Ben the Baptist, let's look at how much he tries to copy your dad too. This is like a phone call
What if
he
he
had
copied
with
my dad when he's like this weird little gremlin? He's like this little like goblin.
Well, you'll see in what he says here. Look.
We recently spoke with one of the leading spokespersons for the new IFB. He is not an official spokesperson, but he is very well known and often has new IFB celebrity pastors on his podcasts. So in that sense, he is somewhat of a new IFB celebrity himself, and often speaks for the new IFB, whether on his podcast, in his blogs, or in new IFB videos. This was an interesting phone call to say the least. We will just let him speak for himself. For himself and the new IFB.
So the context is this is like an investigative journalist guy that was going after the new IFB.
And he wants to talk to Ben. No one knows who Ben is.
Well, I don't know. I mean, apparently, a lot of people kind of know because he does that podcast with Shelley.
Is that the podcast that gets like 200 viewers? So I might add, I was actually in the live chat on Jonathan Shelley's last Baptist bias thing, but after like 2.5 hours, I gave up waiting because I was going to get on there to debate once saved, always saved, but I was gonna get on air and just let him have it now because I was like, oh, I shouldn't do it. I was like, wait, no, he says it from the pulpit, so what? Like,
right, yeah.
But it was way too boring after about 2.5 hours. That guy, he is really bad at explaining things, like really bad at it. Like it's one saved, always saved. Dude, it's not Shelley. So Shelley was on there and he was just so like, obviously he was making correct points. I believe in one saved, always saved, but he like explained it in just the worst, most roundabout way possible. And I just wanted to kill myself. I eventually just turned it off, but I was in the live waiting to like call in and cuss him out or whatever, but I didn't.
That was like, so that was a debate he had. Yeah, I remember that one.
It was some debate. It was like a prove us wrong or whatever. And he's not that popular. He has like a couple hundred people. I'm sure he's actually had 253 live at one point. Or he's.
Hello. Hey Ben, how's it going?
Who is this?
You know who it is. Did Anderson?
I know who it is.
Did Anderson step down?
You're disgusting. Listen to me. You shut up.
Okay.
You're a disgusting filth. You're a piece of filth. You are a punk. You're a loser. You're a psychopath.
Okay.
That's what you are. Yeah. And you know what? I would hope that God strikes you down right now. I've been praying imprecatory prayers against you.
Have you really?
And I hope you put this on YouTube. Go ahead and put this on YouTube. You disgusting piece of filth. You punk. Why don't you just kill yourself?
Oh Ben, you are terrible. Boy, gee, my mate.
Go ahead and put this on YouTube. I don't give a crap. You are subhuman trash. You little punk.
Subhuman from
psychopath making a bunch of you obsessed. This is what you do. You obsess over hating good people. You obsess over hating men of God. This is what your life revolves around.
No, Ben. Like I don't hate nobody.
Call people up. You harass people over the phone. You call people up. You get people fired from their jobs. Screw you. You disgusting rat. You degenerate scumbag. You punk.
There is no evidence of that, Ben.
Ben the Baptist LARPing as your dad there in the way that he addresses him.
Well, I don't understand why Ben's talking so tough on the phone. Apparently he's like not even 30 years old yet. And he looks like emaciated and shot out. I don't know why he's on the phone talking trash about this guy's subhuman filth. Like he needs to look in the mirror, man.
I've had some interactions with him where and it's not just him, it's like a new IFB thing where they'll talk to you. Like if they were to talk to you in real life, the way they talk to you through the computer, it's like fighting words. So this guy was constantly like insulting me.
You know, Ben wouldn't talk tough to either of our faces. Even though it's funny because
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Even if he talked tough to my face, I'm not going to hit him over words. I don't want to say why. I'm not going to hit him over words. It's not really, I don't really have the, background for that to hit people if they say mean things to me. So I'm not going to hit him if he says something mean to me. He can say mean things, but it's still weird how he probably wouldn't say it to my face, even though I wouldn't do anything about it. If he came up and cussed me out and called me subhuman filth, I'd probably just laugh and walk away. But something tells me he wouldn't feel so bold. Obviously on the phone, it's really easy to talk tough on the phone.
Right, yeah.
It's a lot harder to do it in real life, at least for him.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
I had some people messaging me wanting to get some Aaron Thompson hate going on here too. I don't know why. Everybody just loves when I talk about Aaron Thompson. I don't.
Oh yeah, they want to talk about Aaron Thompson. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second.
People messaging me, man. People want to hear about him.
he okay?
He's got to beat his child real quick, like Pastor Anderson commands.
My bad. I
Just
told
have to
you
do
know
a quick
that my
beating on your
son's
child.
leg was broken. Sorry?
Just had to beat your child real quick, like Prophet Anderson commands.
Yeah, yeah. I had to employ the cord real quick. Now, what happened? You know, my son's leg was broken. He just fell right now. I heard he fell outside.
Oh, jeez, that's got to.
So I know we're kind of like spooked. We're kind of nervous every time he falls.
Yeah, that's my son's about 7.5 weeks old, and that's my biggest concern is him like getting injured somehow or something, you know. But I mean, my son's I think he's already pushing like 16 pounds or something. He's like doubled his body weight in less than 2 months.
Whoa, 16 pounds.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's dude, he eats all day. That's all he does is he eats and he eats and he eats. And then because he's breastfed, I have to feed my wife so much food, dude. The amount of food I'm going through a week, it's insane. My wife's you might find it hard to believe my wife is currently eating considerably more than me. And I am not a small person.
Nah. Wow.
But no, and even then, like we physically can't get enough food in her because the baby is just consuming all of our food.
Wow.
It's honestly crazy. He's like the size. I think he's outgrowing like clothes intended for like 4-month-old babies. We're about to have to get him like 6-month-old clothes, and he's like not even 2 months old. It's ridiculous.
Wow. You're feeding him Trenbolone. You're putting some Tren in the bottles.
A little bit of HGH actually. I've been giving him about 3 units a day of HGH. Yeah, just a little, just a little bit.
HGH.
Just a little G. We got him on the Liver King stack, just like meat and HGH.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got some Thompson here.
Oh, phenomenal.
Let's do.
Just like it's not our job to overthrow a pastor of a church. So take that for what it means. Look, God overthrows the pastor. God overthrows the king. God overthrows those people that are anointed and that are in the positions that he's put them in. So it's not up to us to be Dr. Seuss or Dr. Sherlock Holmes or that we're going to have evil surmisings and we're going to lead a rebellion and a charge to get rid of whatever pastor we feel like we need to get rid of. It's not our job. And you know what? It's not another pastor's job to tell another pastor what he should do.
I would like to ordain him as the pastor of this church on Sunday nights. Right. And then he shows up on Monday morning ready to roll.
It's the congregation. If the congregation is still happy with that man and still happy to have him as their pastor, then who are we to reply to that?
What if we don't want to let him step down? We need him. He's our pastor. He is disqualified. Do you want someone to be a pastor who the Lord says is disqualified?
It's not our job. It's not our business. And we shouldn't be just chiming in on everything that happens in every church that's not our church. This is Sure Foundation Baptist Church. And, we're going to go by principle here. We're going to go by the word of God here. And we're not going to just cater and be, bullied by people on the internet that want to just tell us what we should do. Where you stand at? Are you the pastor of this church? Then shut your mouth. Are you the pastor of their church? Shut your mouth.
Some of you might be wondering why I'm here.
Shut your mouth. I don't need to see your little statements online either. Nobody asked you your opinion.
You have got to stop listening to new IFB preaching when it comes to marriage.
Shut your mouth. You have pastors whose hands have been upon another pastor and to kill him in the sight of the people.
Pastor Romero has an announcement to make, and then
what is he talking about there?
They keep talking about not touching the Lord's anointed, that which was in context of David literally killing Saul.
Right.
Like, also, 1, my dad's not the Lord's anointed. 2, we're not killing him. We made a YouTube video talking about that he beat his wife, which he still will not deny. He keeps saying, what do you want to know about my bedroom life? He's still dodging that question. He keeps talking about cross-examination. He gets destroyed if he gets cross-examined because he can't even address it directly in a crowd with several hundred jeering supporters. He can't.
Right.
He's still shifty. I'd love to do a polygraph with him. Someone talks to me on polygraph and then him. I wonder which one of us wins.
Yeah, that would be funny. A live polygraph test.
You
Let's
need a
stream it.
host. We need it on the Baptist bias. Ben the Buttlicker as moderator. Pastor Anderson versus his son. We debate and then we physically fight afterwards.
Oh man! All right, this is hilarious how this ends. Take a look at this.
Further.
That's what they're trying to do, to kill him in the sight of the people, and it's wrong. One of these pastors has been making a lot of noise lately and really leading the charge of all this. Said, "I want to be David for once."
It's always Pastor Anderson. He's never the villain. Okay? It's always the rest of us. We always get to be the villains. We never get to be the good guy. One time, I want to be David.
Shut your mouth. I'll tell you why you can't be David, you little crybaby. Because you act like Saul. That's why.
Fat mouth-breathing slaw. He's a complete idiot. I don't even know where to begin with that guy. He's a complete just tool bag.
Shut your mouth. In every church that's not our church. This is Sure Foundation Baptist Church.
No. No. I did not see that before.
Occasionally, there's been some.
Yeah, bro, that's
bad.
hilarious.
Oh no, that's brutal. No, so here's the problem with Aaron Thompson. Aaron Thompson knows this is something new. I talked to him about this for several hours on the phone in January, and if he wants to call me a liar, I'll contact the phone company and get my bill and show her. I spent several hours on the phone with him. He was horrified at the stuff I was saying. He's just scared of my dad. I don't know why he defends my dad so much. When he was getting ordained, my dad told Pastor Jimenez, I don't think you should ordain Aaron Thompson because I forget if it was because he was too fat, too stupid, or both. But he advised Pastor Jimenez to not ordain Aaron Thompson. So I don't know why Aaron Thompson is still just kissing his feet when my dad literally tried to stop him from even being a pastor to begin with. Because, my dad's had a few things he was right about, and he really did not think Pastor Thompson should be pastor.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, like, their whole life revolves around being new IFB. So it's like, there's no way. There's this one guy who a lot of people are saying he's a Fed now. This guy, Noah.
Oh my goodness, Noah dropped a new video just for me today. I'm a reprobate now because I had this guy who sent me these messages of him like trolling Noah, and he's got Noah saying like, if you think Pastor Anderson's unqualified, you're not even saved. I posted that and I went to bed. I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna post it before I go to bed so I can wake up in the morning to that guy making a video screaming about me. And he's got like his After Tribulation shirt on his head saying I'm a reprobate and stuff. And yeah, that guy, I'm still convinced that guy is a troll making fun of new IFB fans. I will not be convinced otherwise because it's so over the top. There's no chance he's actually like that. Like the stuff it has to be a troll.
It's so bizarre. Did you upload the screenshots, like that video of the screenshots again, or no? I mean, did your cousin?
Did, but I got banned on Facebook. But let me tell my friend to re-upload it real quick to Facebook.
Yeah. Tell your friend to re-upload it.
Give me a second.
Somebody convinced Noah that Thompson turned on your dad, and he made
and he's talking about you fat retard, you Burger King.
Yeah, I'm calling you fake pastors out. Oh, I hear Aaron Thompson. Oh, that Burger King fat ass is eating too much McChicken. You can take his whopper ass with y'all too. Yeah, go join that fake Baptist club. And I heard that fat ass Pastor Aaron Thompson, that
like he just loses track of
that Burger King.
Yeah, he can't process what he's
like
about
Obama when his teleprompter breaks. He's just like that fat ass pastor, and he just trails off. The guy permanently geeked.
Yeah, bro.
All right,
did your cousin post it yet?
He said he's uploading it right now to his Facebook.
Okay, I wanted to show you something.
It's live on Facebook. If we want to put Noah's greatest hits on YouTube.
Here's your dad's Facebook. What do you think about your dad's meme game?
Oh, they absolutely suck, and he doesn't even make these memes. His dumbass fans make them and send it to him. Oh, there's Lancelot Andrews. That's Jonathan Shelley's burner account. Nice.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to show you something crazy here, though. Hold up. Give me a sec. I need to get it down. All right. Look at this. This is...
Oh, is that Alex Larson? That guy is
Look at the quote, bro. Look how long this post is.
No,
defending
so
your dad.
Here's the best part about him listing all the things that abused children would have, and like half of them are applicable. Like multiple of my siblings were wetting the bed past the age of 10, nervous tics, picking themselves till they bleed, weird crap like that, like delayed speech and other behavioral issues. Like he literally is like listing things that have with siblings. It's like, hey, Alex, if you lived with us, you clown, you'd know about this. It's insanity.
Right.
I think he belongs in the psych ward instead of my dad. Oh, there's my buddy Noah. I see Noah on there.
Look how long this post is.
No, I didn't. I saw that. I was like, I'm not reading all that, dude.
No, I couldn't read it all either. But look how long it's taking me to scroll down.
I don't know what he's trying to convince you of. Like, look, dude. I know I was literally there. I saw what happened. Sorry, your epistle on Facebook is not going to convince me that what I know happened didn't happen.
This guy wrote a
people
novel
trying to convince me.
your dad. Yeah, it's crazy.
I stand with Pastor Anderson. Whatever. Okay, buddy.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's see.
One down is the only funny thing my dad posted. If you scroll down a quick second. With the chair.
This one's funny.
Except we never accused him of hitting us with the chair. We accused him of just smashing chairs in general. He wasn't throwing them at us, and I said as much.
So yeah, somebody did some investigative work and found evidence of the chairs like put back together.
Yeah, like all broken and glued together and stuff.
Yeah.
I saw that was hysterical.
Yeah. Oh man. Have you ever seen, by the way, that clip of that time that Shelley debated a flat earther and Owen Benjamin moderated?
I didn't watch it because I heard about it when it was happening, and I was like, this is gonna suck. Because the problem with debates is the person who wins the debate is whoever's smarter, not necessarily whoever's right. And I was like, I don't know if Jonathan Shelley is qualified to go head to head with even a flat earther. Because like obviously flat earthers literally like fail grade school math if they think the earth's flat. But like I was like, I don't know if Jonathan Shelley can like argue with one correctly. I don't know who won the debate.
Right, if somebody
obviously
the
Earth's not flat. Yeah, obviously the Earth's not flat, but I was like, I can't even trust him to like win an argument on whether or not the Earth is round. Like something that's really, really easily provable. Like this isn't like a matter of opinion or interpretation. Like I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if he could be trusted.
The reason I bring it up though is because in the beginning, I want to take a look at it here. Actually, in the beginning, he Benjamin is trying to like make the ground rules, set the ground rules. And one of his, normal, reasonable rules was no ad hominems. And Shelley could not agree to it. And he kind of makes Shelley look super stupid here. So it's kind of funny.
Aren't you not supposed to use ad hominems though? Like that's a pretty easy rule to follow.
No, I don't. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at it here.
It's like if they told him, hey, you're not allowed to lie. And he's like, well, I don't like that.
And then Shelley's like, well, my whole opening statement is ad hominem, so I can't do my own. Yeah.
So it sounds like I wasn't wrong to doubt his capabilities as a debater.
All right, let's see. I have it a little fast because this is going to be like a 10-minute clip. I'll try to jump around, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, let's go.
Flat disc with a glass dome. Think about it. Just grab a rubber ball and place it under a faucet. Like I say but the
debate with Austin Whitsitt, and in fact, we have a special moderator. I guess we only use Owens, but we've got Owen Benjamin's going to be moderating for us, and we've got a lot of people all over the globe this evening going to be tuning in and watching the show. But I'm not your host. I'm going to be kicking it over to Owen. Owen Benjamin, thanks so much for coming on the show and moderating this discussion for us.
Have me, man. This is very exciting. I wasn't aware of Pastor Shelley. I just looked him up. That looks kind of based. Looks pretty cool. I know Whitsitt gets it. He's a solid dude.
That's way too old to be saying based.
I know to be really condescending and ad hominem and all that, but I just put up some parameters in the beginning so that it's very constructive. All right, I want both sides to agree that the other side's opinion does not make them evil or stupid or crazy dangerous. Can we all like verbally agree that?
Some people's opinions do make you stupid, though. That's a stupid rule.
I'm not going to attack Austin personally in the show, but I do think that some flat earthers are wicked. So I don't know if that is a
yeah. Well, some people who like lemonade are wicked.
Sure.
This is what we need. Ooh. We need a higher level of logic here. So when you say flat earthers are wicked, some who like Brahms are wicked. All right. And you guys talk about that flat earth is dangerous. I'd also like everybody to agree that the food pyramid is more dangerous, or the belief in margarine. Okay. Can you see that that's more dangerous? Like believing the earth is flat is objectively not dangerous, and it does not mean you're stupid. Can you admit that before we start?
Well, of course I think it's stupid. I mean, that's the whole point of the discussion. I mean,
no, but it doesn't mean the person. Okay. Like I agreed to do this.
Yes,
I think
it does mean they're stupid. If you don't know math, you are stupid.
Yeah, I actually agree.
Somebody who failed elementary school level math. They are stupid. I can have the opinion. I don't like eggs. I absolutely hate eggs. I won't eat eggs in any preparation, no kind. I like almost every food
Oh, I'll
except
debate
eggs.
you on that, bro.
Right, but that doesn't necessarily make me stupid. Now, if I say the sky's not blue, well, I'm stupid for that. I'm not allowed to have that opinion because it's not like, oh, well, this is my opinion, this is your opinion, but we're both right. No, some opinions make you a stupid person. If you think the Earth's flat, go back to school. You don't know any math because I think most flat earthers, their math hinges on like thinking that the Earth is slightly larger than a beach ball or something. And they're like, see, the fact that we can see something 30 miles away
Right, yeah.
categorically proves it's like, I don't think they realize how big the Earth is. And of course, still never seen a flat earther give me a 12-hour day-night cycle ever. They always show like the flashlight and like a toilet paper tube going in a circle or something, but they don't have any. They can't do anything. It's insanity. Or maybe
Of
you're
course
just
I
incredibly
agree,
naive.
but I just think that for the sake of the debate to continue, I mean, he should have
Of
just
course,
said,
if
"All
I'm
right,
having
fine."
a debate, I'm not going to just keep calling the guy stupid because that's not a point. I need to explain why he's wrong, not just go, "Shut up, fool."
Shelley couldn't agree to that. Look, watch.
Be like an ankle biter. Like, just follow the rules, all right? Do you think that someone is stupid if they believe that there's a person or a dangerous person or a crazy person?
Well, I couldn't be honest with the fact that if I believe the Earth is a globe and that's a fact, that someone who doesn't believe that wouldn't be stupid.
So you can't answer the question. You just can't answer.
No. Of
So the
course
answer, you think everyone who is stupid and crazy that believes, like, we can't do a debate if that's the presumption.
Yeah, but if I think
Right,
that his
like
position has merit, then why would I have my position? I mean, the poster that we
No.
sent
I never
everybody
asked if
literally
his
has a
position
quote of
has-
me saying that they're stupid. So I can't
Okay,
contradict
you
myself.
ready? I'm not saying, do you think his position has merit? Do you think that everyone who believes in the flat Earth is a stupid?
I think that lots of people are intelligent, but that position is stupid.
Okay, so do you believe that everyone who believes the Earth is flat is a stupid? Guys, it's a yes or no question. This is super easy, man. I'm not even trying to be antagonistic. I'm trying to be like totally unbiased. But you in the show so aggressively with your little
How is the flat
fighting
earther
and, like,
making Jonathan look
posturing
smart?
like everyone's
It's
dumb. That's
insane.
not how you start a debate.
Yeah.
Like that's dishonorable.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
I
sorry.
can't
I
have-
think the
I
flat
did
earther
agree
looks
to the
smart.
debate and said that it would be kind of hostile. And again, I'm not trying to. I'm willing to have the conversation. I'm not going to just sit here and just make insults. So if that's
So
what
you're
you're
not
worried about,
Pick something here. I have something here. This is called the ad hominem horn. Okay, Pastor Shelley?
sure.
So you do an ad hominem where you call someone a name. I'm gonna blow it in your face. This is called the ad hominem horn.
5 words you pronounce wrong 2
Oh,
years
ad.
before your brain starts shutting down.
This guy
Dementia
Owen
is
guy's
now
pretty
known as
obnoxious, man. He's got the horn ready and stuff.
Long ago time.
Yeah.
Men who did debate that you're not supposed to attack the character of the other person. And I feel like I really have to like instill this in you because I can already tell that's your main thing. If you try to do ad hominem, I will blow the ad hominem horn. And I'll also do it with logic fallacies like appeal to authority, appeal to consensus, circular reasoning, red herring. You understand? So that's it. Like if you start
Why
running your
can't
mouth
Shelley
like
just say,
everyone's
"I'm not
stupid
going to
but you,
call
and
him
you're this special
stupid"?
boy. Ad hominem.
Right, yeah, that's all Owen
Like,
kind of wanted.
Right. I think Austin Whitsitt is a complete moron, but I wouldn't bring that up every sentence. I'd go, well, I think he's stupid, but I will not use that as part of my debate. I'll explain why he's wrong using math. Not
Right.
just, oh, well, shut up, or no appeal to authority and just go, well, everyone knows the earth is round, so I'm right. Obviously, everyone does know the earth is round, except for like a tiny percentage of weirdos who are flat earthers. I think they're just looking for attention, and I think we should just not talk to them, don't argue with them, and ignore them. They're looking for attention. I don't engage with them. Okay.
Right.
I don't
think,
want
you
to
know
give them
what's
their
funny?
attention. They have ADHD.
The general consensus was that Shelley lost lost this debate.
Well, once again, whoever wins the debate is not whoever's right. It's whoever's smarter or
Right.
better at debating. It has nothing to
Exactly.
do with being right. Because obviously, you and I both know there is no chance that the earth is flat. There's
Yeah, of
no
course
chance whatsoever, not even a little bit, not even a little slightest chance that the earth is flat. I bet my life on it. So obviously, Shelley's a poor representative because he literally can't agree to just not call the guy a retard for an hour or whatever.
He couldn't. He just couldn't.
I'm guessing Shelley's math isn't
And
good
with the kids,
either.
I'll say the same deal. It's willing to admit that people that believe in the heliocentric model, it does not mean they're evil. Can we admit that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Can you admit that it does not mean they're stupid? It does not mean they're liars. And it does not mean that they can't have a kind of God. Because I hear that with flat earthers, and I don't believe that at all. So are you willing to verbally admit that someone can, in the heliocentric model,
I think
now,
the
is that
position,
simple?
yeah,
You can-
again, I think you're trying to straw man me here. And again, like I agreed to the show because I do think the position is stupid, and the people believing it, it's stupid. So like that is my position. Now that doesn't mean that those.
So your
individuals-
position is that people who believe it are all stupid.
at least in that category. In that category, yeah. I mean, if someone told me that they think that a man is a woman, I would say that that's stupid.
I will do this, but this is already a little
Had to bring
ridiculous.
trannies up.
This isn't a
Rent
debate. You're just
free.
calling names. And I'm trying to set a parameter that it's also not faith-based. Can you agree that this is not a faith-based belief, right? Like it requires proof. You admitted that before we start, and then we will start. But I really don't want this to be a shit show where you're just so backed into a corner that you're like, well, I mean, yeah, we're like flying with a pizza, and like that's not productive, dude. And it's kind of.
The opening of the show is just a joke. I thought comedians understood what humor was, but the conversation.
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
The conversation.
So now you're saying I don't understand what humor is.
I don't know why we can't just have the discussion. Why can we just have the discussion?
The horn is so ridiculous.
So you're now claiming that I
just like how flustered Shelley looks. Like he's like turning red, and he's embarrassed.
Well, I don't understand. I think flat earthers are stupid. That's not a logical way to debate somebody because you can't just go, you're stupid. Everybody else agrees with me. El bozo ratio. Everyone else agrees with me, so you're wrong. Why can't he just say, okay, I will not attack his character. I won't say he's a heretic, and I won't say he's stupid, and I'll just kindly explain why I disagree with him. And off camera, he can go, Austin Whitsitt is a mouth-breathing idiot. I don't understand. Why is it so hard for Jonathan to just stop and just take it easy for 10 minutes?
Comedian Owen Benjamin does not understand what humor is. Is that your claim?
I just didn't assume that you would be so offended by words like idiot, considering the fact that in your bits,
No, I'm not offended.
Names all the time. I mean, if someone said that they can't, we call each other names. I'm not afraid of that. If someone's losing,
it's not because it's not afraid. It's that if your argument requires ad hominem, it's not an argument, and that's
mine is not required. I just simply bringing it in so we can have a fun show.
Oh, how about this? Every 10 minutes, we'll take a minute, and we can call each other pussies and asses, and you suck and you're stupid. That way, you can get your jollies off. All right? Is that good? Every 10 minutes, we will take a timeout because Pastor Shelley wants to call people names, and he thinks we're afraid of his name.
This guy Owen is hilarious. I need to watch this.
Okay, no, but you got to set boundaries. Okay, but you're willing to.
Who is Owen Benjamin? Because he is hilarious.
You've never heard of him?
I have never heard of Owen Benjamin, but I already love him because he is destroying Jonathan. It is so funny.
So he's a comedian, and he used to be like in Hollywood. He used to be like in Hollywood, but he got like canceled for a bunch of things. So now he kind of just has like a podcast. And a show that
now he's stuck on the Baptist Bias podcast on Rumble.
How the mighty have fallen. He was in Hollywood films.
Yeah, I feel bad. He's on hard times if he's having to argue with Jonathan Shelley. I feel bad for him. No, he is pretty funny though. He's got the horn ready. He just keeps honking the horn at it.
I just want like a minute
love
or two
he's
more.
clearly
like
not seated. He's like standing and like moving around a bunch and stuff. Like he's like really worked up.
You won't do appeal to you won't do logic fallacies. You will do that. It's like I'm talking with a 3-year-old right now. Like you won't eat the ice cream in the car.
I feel like I'm having to sign a COVID contract now or something like that. Or the community guidelines for YouTube or something. I thought this was a
delegate this guy to moderate him if this guy is just going to
one more time, Pastor
on him like this.
All right, I realize.
I just don't want to agree to some vague the definition of Owen Benjamin's view of a logical fallacy because couldn't you be wrong? I feel like the moderator is just making sure that we're fair on time and that people aren't over talking each other.
I'm setting the rules because I know ad hominem is what you're up to. Ad hominem has a very, very clear definition.
I understand what an ad hominem attack is. I'm not planning on doing that.
Pastor Shelley, let me finish real quick. You just said I don't. You just said that I'm making things up.
The horn again.
Okay? Ad hominem means you attack the person, not the argument. Are you willing to admit? Will you say that you will not do that during this debate? And if you do, I will blow my ad hominem horn.
I'll do my best to avoid that.
So you can't do that. Like
I'm just saying I'm not going to try to do that. But
free speech doesn't mean mentally retarded. Just because you can say something doesn't mean that you can't control yourself based on a boundary that we're setting right now. This is an ancient art.
Just do the show.
Not until we set the guideline, or else it'll just be yelling.
If you feel like I made a mistake, then just call it out. Let's just move on.
So you won't say that you won't attack his character during the debate.
Why would he just say he's
that's an arbitrary definition?
Ad hominem attack.
I understand what an ad hominem attack is.
So based on that definition, will you attack Austin?
I'm not planning on doing it. No.
You're not planning on doing it. Okay, so you can't agree to that. So if you do that, it's because you can't control yourself. Yes.
Whatever definition you want to attribute. Let's just.
Oh my goodness!
I don't understand.
It's not a show. It's a debate. This is not a show.
Why can't we start with 5 minutes?
Blood sports? I'll make money all day long.
I thought I was supposed to debate Austin.
Festival. All right, you want to go against me with mockery? This is what I do for a living. Okay, we're doing debating right now.
Oh my goodness!
Because I would beat you badly. I've done it professionally for 25 years.
I can't believe Jonathan Shelley literally posted this. Like, why didn't he edit this part out?
It a merit.
You're afraid of the word
Why did he edit this part? Because he looks like such a clown.
Yeah.
If I started my debate just getting absolutely barbecued, like he's getting for 5 minutes straight now, he's just getting absolutely barbecued, and then just goes, "Yeah, I'll post that. Really show them."
Yeah, bro. In fairness, I think this was live, so I guess like once he might as well have posted it
They
afterward.
said if he edits it, it looks even worse. Well, I mean, but I've made him multiple times take down his public videos when we put up secret recordings of him saying the exact opposite. So I think 3 different times now. He's taken down a video on Rumble. He took down a Facebook post defending my dad. And most recently, he actually unkicked the people out of church, because anybody who likes Pastor Salvador Alvarez Facebook posts gets kicked out of church. I posted the screenshots of him saying that. He promptly changed his mind about an hour later. Pastor Shelley just realized, oh, that was no, he didn't realize he was wrong. Obviously, he just got exposed again. That guy's got to get so much anxiety every time I post on Facebook. He's probably glad I'm banned now.
Yeah,
I
man,
was,
you're his boogeyman.
I'm currently every time
boogeyman.
someone screenshot, he blocked me. But every time one of his church members screenshots goes, look what Isaac's saying about you now.
Did
They're
your cousin
they're
post
like,
you?
Pastor, a second secret recording has just been leaked or whatever.
I want you to see this real quick.
But that's a bad doctrine. Someone that can defeat our doctrine should be able to make it even clearer in the Bible. Not just saying like, well, I just know it's somehow it's not right. You know, well,
do you recognize that little shoulder movement there?
Of course. It's that shoulder roll my dad always does.
Yeah.
It's so weird how they all try to impersonate him, and they all try to like turn their church into a comedy routine the way my dad does, but they're not nearly as funny as him.
Your own way.
Because my dad is pretty funny. If
Do what I
nothing
want
else.
as a pastor. I just can't lead the church. So I'm just gonna go be in a living room. Can't do what I want.
I still watch
as a
him on
pastor. I just can't lead
Instagram.
the
It's
church.
great as
So
hell.
I'm just gonna go.
But yeah, your dad is a funny guy. But
he's
all these
hysterical.
Guys, he's hilarious. But then all these other guys, they try to copy him, and 1, they're not as smart as him, and 2, they're just not as funny. So it just falls flat. It's like when Shelley tries to do this.
They might be funny if it wasn't obvious that they're just impersonating him. So if they're
That's true.
and then it's weird. Now that Owen Benjamin guy seems like a pretty funny guy, honestly. Shelley probably lost the debate because he's probably so flustered because he just got absolutely demolished.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Owen Benjamin is actually like, he has put out evidence of that a lot of these big time comedians like Chappelle and stuff actually like stole his material, like bits that he had been saying like 10 years ago.
Oh man.
Chappelle.
Well,
Yeah.
and what's ridiculous too is obviously Austin Whitsitt, just by the fact that he's a flat earther, he's obviously got something. He's either uneducated or very naive, or maybe he's just a troll trying to get attention by pretending to be flat earth. But he already just seems more reasonable by the fact that he can sit down and shut up while the rules are read.
Right, exactly.
And that's probably why Shelley's debate, because Austin just sitting there, just like a reasonable guy. It's like, okay, understand. I agree to these rules. I won't call him names. John is like, well, I can try to not possibly call him names, but I can't guarantee it, because I already called him an idiot, so I don't want to walk that back now.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to, that's going to take too long to keep watching, but he eventually says like, oh, I can't do my opening statement then because it has too many ad hominems according to your definition. So
I really want to see his opening script. I need to get my hands on that leak and put it on Facebook next.
Yeah, bro.
Get that leaked opening statement.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm here today with a flat Earth retard.
All right, let's see. We're on your cousin's Facebook page.
Yep.
There he is. Oh man,
that video is so good. You might need to slow it down though, because it's
I'll
fast.
slow it down.
So for context, this is a guy who was messaging Noah. So the blue text, that's a guy trolling Noah, and then the guy in gray, that's Noah. I still think he's a troll, but everyone's saying no, he's been like this for years. He's been like a pastor. He's like worships my dad.
Yeah,
and then you need to put up Noah's response video he made after. So I posted this last night. And like a couple hours later, you need to post the video of him with a T-shirt on his head. Calling me.
Yeah, I saw the video. Yeah. We'll see.
Did you see the apology he made to Aaron Thompson as well? The Aaron Thompson apology video. He
I
talked
didn't
to Aaron
see the
Thompson.
video. I saw that he apologized here in these texts.
Oh,
but,
no. He apologized on video for talking bad about Aaron Thompson. He's like, I called Aaron Thompson yesterday. Because every time I've talked crap about Aaron Thompson, he's always like, hey, brother, can you give me a call? And then he called me like, why would you say that? I was like, because I think it was recently after his Red Hot sermon where he was like talking about all the cats and dogs need to die. I commented like, you suck. Your sermon sucks. And he's like, brother, why would you say that? I was like, because your sermon sucked, dude. I was like, I thought it sucked. I commented as much.
So let's take a look at these. Somebody trolling Noah. This first message says, I just wanted to say thanks for sticking up for Pastor Anderson. I've been watching both you and Pastor Anderson's videos for a while. I had a dream, and I believe it's true. I believe you and Pastor Anderson are the two witnesses in Revelation. Stay strong, brother. Persecution will only get
I had a
tougher.
dream
And
of
then-
Aaron Thompson eating Ben the Baptist. You know, like the 7 fat kind eating the skinny kind or whatever, like Pharaoh's dream.
no, that actually
I had a
happened. That's not a dream, Isaac.
I had a dream of Aaron Thompson eating the pastors who spoke out against him.
He ate Jared Pozarnsky and Salvador Alvarez. This kind of wickedness is disgusting.
He's sharing the electrical cord thing. I love that electrical
Yeah.
cord account. By the way, I keep hearing people claiming I'm behind all the troll accounts with my dad. No, I'm not behind any of those. None of them. They're hilarious. I love them. I like all those posts. I'm not responsible for any of them though.
Yeah, I didn't think you were.
I wish I was. I don't have enough time on my hands. I can't even get a regular Facebook profile to stay not deleted for more than 24 hours. So I'm not. Yeah, I don't have time to make burner accounts.
Right.
But they are still hilarious.
Just saw your video, man. Honestly, I'm convinced that all these haters are not even saved. How could someone be saved and not like Pastor Anderson? And then there's no guy liked it. And he says, it's idiotic. It's because they have been deceived by the devil. So
I
this
woke
guy
up this morning to see his newest video and I loved it.
These so-called new IFB people who are behind Pastor Anderson are dropping like flies. Part 2 is coming soon. I'm sick of these fake Baptists. The troll says, honestly, it's time to call these people what they are, reprobates. I don't believe it's possible for a prophet of God to mess up. and then Nova wants to call him. I'm going to call you. Remember, we must never give up. I don't care if Pastor Anderson murdered someone. We still can't turn against the man of God. Samuel commanded Saul to do a genocide, but then the kingdom was ripped from him because he refused the prophet of God. Noah responds, I know he's innocent. It's just the devil has got these sheep by the hand.
Hey, John, I'm looking right here. There's a new Noah video called Sacrificing Isaac. I'm going to text this to you real quick. I think you want to see this.
All right.
Too. Let's get that queued up next. I'm gonna text it to you right now.
All right, cool. These two testimonies were given by. Where's the evidence? Noah says, it's the devil's timing.
The devil's timing. Is there a verse in the Bible about like not falsely attributing things to the devil and blaming the devil for everything? Like I'm pretty sure there's a verse about that. I forget the exact reference, but about like not blaming everything on the devil.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now either. But
you know what I'm talking about, though, yeah.
I mean, is it about the not blasphemy against the Holy Ghost thing, or no?
No. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. I'm actually gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna find the reference. Hang on.
All right.
Well,
Noah says
you can just keep reading Noah there while I find it.
Yeah, Noah says if Isaac said it, he's a liar. That kid came out and cussed at me like a brat. Yeah, he's the worst one. I think he's completely unsaved like all of them. Noah responds, they have never been abused. They just got fooled by the devil. Now they all turn liberal. That kid doesn't even look like Pastor Anderson. I think this is one of the funniest parts. I think a devil created him or something, man. None of those children even look like Pastor Anderson.
I was actually created by Yakub on the Isle of Patmos. Shout out Yakub for the creation of the white race.
Yakub. So then Noah responds, Miriam does, like saying Miriam does look like Pastor Anderson. I don't know about the rest. She's being manipulated, though. I think she will turn back to Pastor's side. Yeah, she got kidnapped and manipulated.
Dude, are they still talking about kidnapped? My dad's current story is that Miriam was kidnapped by his brother, and he waited 10 weeks before he made a video about it. That's his story. July 11th is when he originally tried to bring her back, and she didn't get on the plane. It's now October. He waited 10 weeks before he made his basement rant about his brother.
Yeah, that's
his current story.
You had called it before Miriam put out her video. I forgot where you said it, but you're like, his plan is to dox everyone. Well,
it was going to be me and my brothers too, but I probably shouldn't say this. John and I were going to like get like sundresses at Target, and if his church people showed out, we were gonna like go get the mail or something in a sundress just to make them go absolutely berserk, which probably shouldn't do that. I know that's wrong, but we were that's what we were gonna do. So then my dad realized like I don't want my church members going anywhere near their houses. So yeah, he did end up doing it.
That's funny. So the troll is trying to convince Noah that you and your siblings are not your dad's children, that you're created by the devil. And what do you say? And then Noah's response to that is, unless Pastor claims that, then I don't know. I don't want to start assuming too much.
He's like, if Pastor Anderson says it, he's ready to believe it. He just needs that first. He wants to believe.
It's not out of the realm of possibility for him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Anything else? Let me see. Oh yeah, look at this. It's the devil trying to make Pastor Anderson weak, but I know Pastor, he's built on the rock. He will never fold, nor should we as real Christians.
Oh my goodness.
And the troll responds, I believe that Pastor Anderson is the rock that Jesus said. Is the rock that Jesus said he will build his church on.
Well,
Because
I mean, he is the Pope. Like, the Catholics are wrong. Peter wasn't the first Pope. My dad is actually.
Yeah, Stephen Anderson is the first Pope, because the Catholic Church was the great apostasy. Christianity was lost for 2,000 years. Nobody had the reprobate doctrine or the post-trib rapture.
Honestly, the guy trolling him is absolutely hilarious too. I don't want to say his name, but the guy doing this is hilarious.
Yeah,
because he's
How
like
could all
saying
these
all the right
reprobates-
stuff to get him going.
Yeah. How could all these reprobates stab Pastor Anderson in the back after all? He's done that time and time, but when he needed it the most, they backstab him like Judas. Not saying that he's Jesus, but he has done more for God than anyone. Remember, Paul got backstabbed by his brothers too. The troll responds, exactly. And I would say Pastor Anderson is maybe one tier below Paul. Please don't tell Pastor Anderson that, though. It was Pastor Anderson. If it wasn't for Pastor Anderson, I wouldn't be on my way to heaven. I agree. I truly
Jesus
believe
saved
he's-
him. Not
Yeah, I
Pastor
don't know,
Anderson.
but people talk weird
Well,
about
Pastor
like
Anderson, Pastor Anderson suffered for his sins, dude. He suffered
Yeah.
so he could be saved.
that. He agrees with the clip from Sure Foundation. All right, let me get this newest Noah drop. Let's see. I got to refresh here. There we go.
It's on YouTube.
All right, give me a second. All right, we got it here.
Are you sure you want to sacrifice Isaac? Yes, I am sure. I am pretty sure. Yeah.
He's pretty sure.
You must sacrifice Isaac. Abraham, you must not be weak. Sacrifice him now before it's too late.
What?
That's why I'm saying this guy has to be a troll. He has to be a troll saying this. There's no way he's serious.
Is he drawing a parallel between you and Isaac from the Bible, saying,
Yes,
we need to
and
kill you?
I need to be sacrificed. Yes. He's telling Abraham, stop being weak.
Oh, man. Yeah,
But that's what
I
I'm saying.
don't
People
know.
are saying he's been making videos about my dad for years supporting him. But this guy has to be a troll. There's no way he's not a troll.
You got
like, look at this guy.
Time. Every freaking time I'm trying to sacrifice somebody, there's always somebody talking all this smack, bro. Stop. I don't got the time for this. Seriously. Stop. Do not let men deceive you, because if men deceive you, you will become like Isaac.
And he's playing up his Asian accent there.
I saw that. He's really, I don't know where he's from. I thought he was Native American at first. Like,
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
no, I think he is
A
Asian. Though.
reprobate. Oh, Lordy. Oh, are you crying, Isaac? Don't cry. Don't cry. You must be a grown man. You have kids now. You must be a grown man. You must be grown.
Let's take a look. There's another clip here.
So when your breasts are uncovered,
Adam
you
Fannin, hell
are
yeah.
naked. This should be a no-brainer.
You seen this one?
I haven't seen this, but Adam Fannon's the one who thinks that men having their shirts off is nakedness. And I love how he says women with their shirts off is nakedness. Got a verse on that one, Adam?
Yeah,
hey, the Bible's quiet on that one. You heard it here first. The Bible is quiet on that issue.
Yeah, like spousal abuse.
Yeah, except one of them actually doesn't hurt people.
Right, exactly. But yeah, this is I think the guys from Mejia's church made a skit like making fun of
Anderson's thug life cultist. Is that what that says? It's real small print
yeah.
on high school.
Let's
All
take
the
a look
guys
at it.
at UCLA are like such wannabe gangsters.
At Mejia's church?
Yeah, all of them. They're
They're
like
all West Coast gangsters. Yeah.
Have no open breastfeeding. You should cover. You should not expose yourself. God clearly said.
It's your buddy.
Hello? Yeah. Oh, wow, really? Okay. Hey, Brother Joe. What's going on? Just got off the phone with Pastor Shelley. Fired at him. He's fired? Yeah.
I've not seen this before. So here's the problem I have with all of this. I don't think women breastfeeding uncovered is a sin. All right, Adam Fannon's a
Right.
retard for thinking that. Here's the problem: if all you do is keep talking about how much you really want uncovered breastfeeding in church, it's really hard to talk about that without looking weird. And they're here like celebrating getting to take down the "please cover while breastfeeding" sign. If you make a video celebrating and destroying that sign, like you just look real weird. Like I question the motives of Benjamin Naim. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, so that was a pretty cringe skit there. Let me see what else I got
His acting is
queued up.
terrible.
Let's take a look at this one.
And a lot of the people that are in these guys' churches are people that didn't use the King James and started using the King James because of Pastor Anderson. And then they have to be like, no, I'm more King James than he is. Look at me. I'm going to put it on my forehead now.
Why is he so dramatic?
It's like, dude.
I don't know. It's so like, it's outrageous. It's like
he's
not,
so like
it's not,
zesty. Yeah, I think he's so like.
it's a little
fruity
zesty.
about it.
Yeah, I'd agree.
He needs to go back to the produce department with all the other fruits and nuts.
There's another zesty clip here. Oh no.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, let's take a look at the Gently Led Sisters promo.
Bruce Mejias is the real tough guy, whining about pastors' wives talking.
Sister.
Yeah.
I don't care how gently women lead other women. You know what? It says for a husband to be the one who teaches his wife.
Oh, it's so cool and so liberated. She's just, she's going to look at her weak, pathetic little gently led husband, and she's going to say, oh, you're pathetic.
Even Tommy McMurtry, I'll say his name too, because he's been nothing but a backstabber for a long time too. But his wife is going around trying to teach everybody stuff and making 10-mile-long Facebook posts about how holy they are.
And you know what? He can nag all he wants and run his mouth, and his sons can run their mouth, and they can say all they want. But you know what? We all know the truth about that.
Hey, real quick, anybody in the comments, if you have Pastor Bruce Mejia's phone number, please send it to me, because Tommy McMurtry's son, also named Tommy, wanted his phone number, so you can give him a little call. Anybody in the comments, reach out to me. I need his phone number. I don't have his phone number, and I need it. I want it. I want it bad.
Mejia's phone number?
Yeah, I need his phone number for Pastor Tommy's son. I'm not going to publicly put it out. I just need to send it to one guy, because this West Coast gangbanger is trying to talk tough behind his pulpit. I don't know what his problem is, but I don't know why he's having to like talk tough about women. Get a job,
Right?
man.
Yeah. Somebody pointed out, because they're all like hate Pastor McMurtry's wife for this thing, and they're constantly like roasting her. But they pointed out that like your mom did the same thing for years, like had like a
Of
little.
course.
Yeah, and nobody said
My
anything
favorite
about
is Bruce Mejia was in the comments talking about if because someone brought up the fact this happened years ago at Faithful Word, where there was like some kind of camping trip for all the pastors and their families, and Pastor Joe Major just beat the crap out of Bruce Mejia.
Yeah, I
He
heard
like
about
punched
it.
him. He said to me like fell over a rocking chair and like fell down and said he got like put through a rocking chair, and then my dad bloodied Pastor Jimenez's nose, and then he hit him and his head hit the wall and left like a bloody like half face print on the drywall. We had some great stuff, and then I brought this up, and Pastor Mejia in the comments like, "Oh well, Cassandra, I tell you to fight your husband, but we already know who wins that." And she responds, "Well, yeah, I'd win. My husband's not going to hit me back."
Yeah, I
Which-
saw that whole thing. It was so
and then
funny.
he didn't have any response to that because what do you say to that? He's like, "Well, obviously he's going to lose. He's not going to hit me."
Yeah.
You know what? You can clip this and put it on your stupid podcast. You know, there's a pastor out there who was really, you know, he's just constantly involved in controversy. He wants to see the downfall of the new IFB. And I know a lot of you don't know who he is, and that's fine. His name is Tommy McMurtry. If you don't know who that is, I don't blame you. And you know what? This guy's always surrounded with controversy, and so is his
No, he
wife.
is because he's not on the news for
Every
being a
single time.
nutcase.
And he thinks that just because he called
He's
me
not
out
in
on
the
a
nut house right
podcast
now.
and saying he's a punk, that's gonna stop me or that's gonna intimidate me or something like that.
Hard to
Let me
intimidate a
explain to you why
man who
I'm not
posts
a
a 412 deadlift.
I don't have my
I mean,
wife fighting my battles. That's why I'm not a punk.
Oh yeah, there's a guy from Mejia's church that's completely unhinged.
Are you talking about? Is this Ray Flores?
Yeah.
Ray Flores is on his fourth wife, and I'm DMing him. I go, Ray Flores, do you think it's wrong to hit your wife? No. I go, do you hit your wife? He goes, I'm not going to answer that question because you'll just screenshot me. Like, well, first of all, you just answered that, okay? Like, if someone goes like, Isaac, do you beat your wife? And I go, I don't want to answer that in case you screenshot me. Well, you basically just admitted that you beat your wife. That guy's on his fourth wife, and his profile picture is him like with a belt on, looking like he's about to die, like pulling like 3 something or whatever on deadlift. He's
Yeah,
like,
not even that heavy. Yeah. Yeah, that guy. That guy's
on a now
unhinged,
deleted
bro.
account, I had a thing where like I click on his comment, zoom in on like the 3 little plates on each side. That guy's a complete clown. He's just some
punk
fat
requires his
Mexican
wife
slob who thinks
to
he's
come and
tough.
do the battling for him. Sorry, Tommy, but that makes you the punk. And you know what? I'm not afraid of Jezebel. I'm not afraid of a gently led sister. I'm not afraid of a pastor.
Pastor he is basically
who's
saying
offended
he's the
at
eunuch
truth.
who's
The
going to
truth
cast
is
down
the truth, whether you like it
Jezebel.
or not. You know what? You can clip this and put
Yeah,
put
good
it on
good
your stupid
reference.
podcast and try to get
I mean, if
1,000
he's
views for
Ahab,
it.
she's
I'll give
Jezebel,
it to
he's
you.
the
I don't
eunuch.
care.
He's the eunuch. Yeah.
Again, I don't think he's a false prophet. I think he just likes to meddle in other men's matters. And I do think his wife is a loudmouth. And you know what? She's repulsive to me. I don't care if that offends you. It's a fact.
The fact, actually.
Pleasing to God? For you to just rebel against your husband? For you to have contempt and disrespect towards your husband? Where did you learn that from? I'll tell you who you learned it from Vashti in that YouTube channel, Gently Led Vashtis. You know what? You can clip this and put it on your stupid podcast.
I'm sick of Tommy McMurtry walking around acting like he's so.
He's just mad
ultra-spiritual,
Tommy
his
can
wife
actually
doing
walk.
most of the talking for him.
Yeah.
Because Pastor McMurtry can talk without getting out of breath. He doesn't he's not panting behind the pulpit, like sweating and breathing hard.
It's just so crazy how all of them have to comment on this podcast, Gently Led Sisters. It's like,
yeah, I've never watched the Gently Led Sisters podcast. What's on it that's got these guys so mad? Because they hate that thing. Of course, all of their wives have been on it.
that's the other thing. Every single one of their wives have been on it. That's the hilarious part.
So, from what I understand, isn't it just these pastors' wives just talking about stuff, which is completely fine?
It's the most normal, wholesome thing ever.
I'm guessing that they're not saying like anything insane on there. I'm guessing
No,
it's a
not
pretty
at all.
reasonable podcast.
No,
I
but
don't watch it. It's probably for women, but
right, exactly. So it really just comes down to Tommy McMurtry has separated from New IFB years ago, and they hated him for it, and so this was the route of attack. To make fun of his wife, and
yeah, but his wife's really nice. I don't know her that well. But
super nice, super wholesome,
super nice lady. I know my mom and her were very good friends for a while. My mom probably says she's a reprobate now. I don't know.
Yeah,
my mom blocked me because I think I trolled too hard and got blocked.
Let's see.
People that are gaslight, what they do is they withhold information.
I would ask, please do not say something publicly about my position right now. because at the end of the day, I'm trying my best to give our friends, like Pastor Roger Minnis, Pastor Bruce Mejia, Pastor Thompson, all of them, plenty of time to just talk with their churches a day, and do what they're going to do. And the last thing I want to do is just cause more.
Yeah, you're worried about how other churches are going to react, but you're totally not a denomination. You're totally not a denomination.
It's insane.
Drive more problems for other people.
Or, you know, trying to bug his wife or him, trying to get details or something like that, because honestly, that's just not really going to help anything, you know, to know the details.
Fake pastors and these fake churches wouldn't exist if there wasn't a bunch of bozos to follow them. If there wasn't a bunch of
He's saying
idiots,
bozo like my
basically
dad
just
too.
either
No one says
useful idiots.
bozo except my dad. Like my dad, that's like my dad's probably the first person this
You know, and
decade
so
to
this-
say bozo.
You say, how do
Only popularized the
the
word
show
bozo.
choir? You say, how do I not get under bad leadership?
How can somebody that got me saved, preach the Bible, is completely faithful, is filled with the Spirit of God, how can that person have these kids? That doesn't make sense. And I'm trying to help people maybe have a reasonable explanation for those facts.
And when things don't add up, you start asking questions.
Number one, he doxed his brother Clint at a
Oh, Dirty Donnie pointed this out years ago. How Shelley goes like a full minute and a half without blinking. It's the most insane.
Oh, he's so shifty. He's like a reanimated corpse. Well, so my favorite thing about my dad, though, real quick, is how my dad keeps simultaneously. He goes, "Oh, but I'm doing well because my kids are articulate. They have good jobs. They're all healthy. They're all well educated." He takes full credit for that. But then as soon as we're rebellious and wicked, hey, what can you do, man? It's just out of your control.
yeah.
I can't control my kids. It's not my fault. Look at Samuel. Hophni and Phineas were pretty bad too, or whatever. But like anything good, completely him.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
proves that he's still
totally him.
qualified. Anything bad, and he's like, hey, what can you do, right?
Yeah.
Number two, his 4 children are against him currently. Number 3,
Why doesn't he blink?
him and his wife and his children are publicly attacking each other, which is causing a lot of envy and strife amongst all Christians.
I mean, like it or lump it, that's what happened.
I do personally believe that at this time, though, it would be best
Still no
for him
blinking.
to either take a leave of absence or step down as pastor and focus on his family.
That's a scary thought.
I base my decision on the facts of the situation. Obviously, the Bible does say that a man is supposed to be ruling his house well, having his children in subjection with all gravity. The Bible says that fathers are not supposed to provoke their children under wrath.
I don't care what I think or what I say in the future. If I ever do not meet any of the qualifications of a pastor, never come to my church, because I'm a bad example.
And I think based on those few verses, it appears there's a blind spot because his 4 children are attacking him. Some of the things they said I have found to be true.
Some of my pastor friends have been going around and talking bad about me behind my back.
Obviously, if Pastor Anderson took an immediate leave of absence, I think there might be a blind spot, and he could reconcile with all of his kids, and then he continued pastoring, maybe I would say, I don't know, maybe he fixed it and we'll just move on.
I mean, when you have a guy running the church who's a bad person, you know what he's going to attract? Other bad people.
If all 4 of his most recent children that are 23, 21, 19, and 17 are making public attack videos against him, going on trainees channels, and then the dad and the mom are attacking their children and causing unnecessary strife and division, then I think that should be said, hey, maybe we should step aside because this isn't good for the cause of Christ.
And I don't care whether that's popular or not, that's the truth.
I'm going to make a public statement of how I feel about the situation.
And when somebody shows me their true colors, when they speak out of both sides of their mouth saying,
But you know what? Pastor Anderson is still a spirit-filled man of God. And if him and his church keep going, I'm still going to look to him as a pastor, even if I disagree with him.
Like, you shouldn't just say, oh, Pastor Shelley's great, so we'll just trust him 100%. No.
and when somebody shows me their true colors, when they speak out of both sides of their mouth saying,
But obviously, then the trajectory that it's headed and the decisions that he's making.
That's crazy. There's never been anybody worse at not realizing he's being recorded.
I still no, it's so bad. We have hours and hours of him just talking. And then I've got his screenshots I put on the Facebook yesterday, which literally I then got a call from one of the church. I was like, actually, they're not kicked out anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that guy's got
Have
to
you
get
ever
so
seen?
much anxiety every time people, because I think his Lancelot account blocked me, but I'm sure he's got the troll account still following me. Because he blocked me because I kept tagging his main accounts. Because I kept tagging
Yeah.
his Lancelot account, like, hey, this is his burner, guys, or whatever. Because his Lancelot is always like, statement from Pastor Shelley. Like, he's like trying to pretend like Pastor Shelley told me this and now I'm posting it. Like, it's you, dude.
Right. Yeah. That's funny. You know what's funny about that is that I'm pretty sure he thinks Lancelot Andrews is burning in hell.
Does he?
I don't
mean,
know.
I
I'm
don't-
sure. I mean, he wasn't.
well, then again, that's right. That's right. Anybody besides Jack Hyles, John R. Rice, and Pastor
Right.
Anderson.
Right.
Which it's very easy for my dad to worship guys like Jack Hyles because Jack Hyles is dead. So it's easy to worship him. Because if Jack Hyles disagreed with him now, he could just call him a heretic or something. Because my dad basically answers to nobody. He has no pastor he opens to. His sending pastor, who denies ever even sending him out to begin with,
That's
he
crazy,
obviously
yeah.
doesn't take him seriously. So he has no authority he answers to. And if any honorable pastors like Pastor Alvarez, Pastor Robinson, Pastor Burson speak up, he just goes, "Oh, I've been a pastor longer, so shut up."
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
He
not
calls Alvarez Pastor who? Yeah, something like that.
Well, guess what? I'd never heard of Pastor Alvarez before. Now I do. I'm probably going to come see his church at some point. I'll drop in and visit. He's
Nice.
he's awesome. Him and I've had some great conversations on the phone. That guy's great because I at least know he has integrity because even as a freshly ordained pastor with nothing to gain and everything to lose, refused to keep quiet about a major issue. He wasn't worried about, oh, what's going to happen to my church or this, that. He was worried about saying the right thing and making it clear to his church members that wife beaters are not welcome at his church. Which Jonathan, he was sending me screenshots. Jonathan Shelley was texting him like, "Hey, bro, your church is going to go under anyway. Can you give me your church plant back?" I need to post this. I should post that next just to ruin his day today. I got to keep the streak going of every day just ruining his day. I need to post the screenshots of him saying that you should just give me your church plants back. And then I promise I'll help you get a fresh start in a new city because you've already ruined your church, which mind you, Pastor Alvarez's church is not ruined at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's
that's
literally
so
saying,
funny,
can you give me the church plant back? Like, no, it's not a church plant anymore. It's Pure Words Baptist. It's his own church now.
Right. Yeah.
So,
And the
I
thing
should post
about
that too.
Alvarez, the thing about Alvarez, he was just ordained by Shelley like a month ago.
Yeah.
Like literally a month ago.
And he has more
Yes,
members than my dad did when he'd been preaching for a month. So I don't know what my dad's point is talking about is, yeah, I'm sure his church isn't massive if he's been a pastor for a month. That's okay to have a small church. I'm more concerned about not how many people he can put in his building, but the fact that he actually has integrity. Jonathan Shelley knows my dad's not qualified. He spent 2 hours explaining to his congregation why my dad's not qualified. But then when it came time to actually nut up and do something, he backtracked. And was a wimp because he's a spineless coward. At least Pastor Alvarez is ready to get blasted online as a new pastor to speak up for what's right. He has integrity. I have infinitely more respect for him than any of these clowns who are just going along to get along. Which I might add, I'm sure this will be denied as well, but I've had multiple people tell me that my dad called Pastor Jimenez and screamed at him or whatever for not publicly defending him loud enough because Pastor Jimenez originally defended my dad in the beginning. He called John Absalom from the pulpit. He took that down and is sorry he did that because he realized my dad's a lunatic. But now he's just keeping quiet. And my dad's very angry because you don't get to keep quiet on this. You better speak out and support Pastor Anderson and talk about how we need to stand with David or whatever the hell they're supposed to say. Because
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, so yeah, if you don't speak out loud enough for my dad, he will call you and scream at you. Even longtime friends that he's known for many years, like Pastor Jimenez, he will call you and scream at you. So yeah, and go on. I'm sure deny that, say I made that up too, but I didn't.
Oh, this is a clip of Shelley when he first got ordained, or he was about to get. I'm sure you've seen it. Dirty Donnie has posted this a million times.
Look, this is not my selfish ambitions to help Steadfast Baptist Church. And let me make it clear, today is the day of salvation. This is the day of salvation. I'm providing myself a wonderful gift and bestowment under this church. And let me make it clear, today is the day of salvation.
Still has some blinks.
Day of salvation. I'm providing myself.
Now that you brought it up, I haven't seen him blink even once.
Yeah, you can't unnotice it. Yeah,
impossible. I literally can't.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to point out how he says, "I'm bestowing myself a wonderful gift to this church.
Yeah. The guy's
Let me
he's
see.
literally insane. The guy's a complete lunatic.
Let's see what else. I know I got more clips here.
One of these pastors has been making a lot of noise lately and really leading the charge of all this. Said, I want to be David for once.
It's always the rest of us. We always get to be the villains. We never get to.
We already saw that one.
Aaron wants to be Eglon, king of Moab. He's Aaron, king of the buffet, king of the Chinese buffet.
He wants to be what?
Aaron, Eglon, king of Moab.
Oh, Eglon.
If we're going with
That's the one where the sword got stuck in his fat.
Yes, and they thought he was just using the bathroom for a while, and then they tear it until they were ashamed.
Yeah,
I bet I bet he's gonna fly Pastor Russell out yesterday to come preach so they can go hit the buffets together.
Yeah. Oh man, let me see what else I got here. I feel like we've seen everything I had saved, but
Can we get the clip of my dad getting down on his hands and knees? And here, I'll send it to you real quick. And
yeah, that is
begging
funny.
for God to. I'll send it to you right now. Hang on, because I've got the clip just by itself. Let me send it to you. That clip never gets old.
Ya or nah? It's not okay to beat your wife. All right. And I just want to show you something real quick from God's word. Look at Ephesians 5:22. Good grief. Ephesians 5:22 says this. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he's the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
You know, any man that would beat his wife is a disgusting, cowardly, spineless piece of trash.
What happened, Ben?
Love your wives.
What happened, Ben? Come on, man. You used to be cool.
Loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. So question, man. Do you beat yourself? Do you beat yourself? I mean, are you commanded to beat yourself in the word of God anywhere? Catholics beat themselves, don't they? They whip themselves in the back and they do all that kind of stuff. But it says right here, so men ought to love their wives as their own bodies, okay? For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth it, even as the Lord, the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. This is a mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife, even as himself. And the wife see that she reverence her husband. So there's roles in marriage, okay? The husband's supposed to love the wife. And well, obviously the wife should love the husband, right? But there is roles in marriage, but I don't see where it says beat your wife anywhere. I see that it says take care of your wife like you would take.
Yeah, they're singing a different tune now.
Yeah. Ben the Baptist
yeah,
goes from a spineless coward to, hey, Bible's pretty quiet on this issue, actually.
Pretty quiet. That's pretty funny. All right, let's get that video of you. I have it up. I have it up here. You and Solomon reacting to your dad. To your dad's sermon.
We didn't watch his sermon. Someone just texted like, Isaac, you need to hop on the live. He's on his hands and knees praying. I was like, what? So we turned it on. So this is our live reaction. So we hadn't seen this. Someone told us like he's on his knees right now praying. So
let's take a look.
You know what? I'm going to pray a prayer right now. I hope you'll pray it with me. Okay, I'm going to pray this prayer. I'm going to get on my knees and pray this right now. All right? Dear Lord, I pray that you would punish every single person who is helping my children dishonor their parents.
Yeah, bro, that's totally unhinged. That's so funny, man. It's
I
so
can't wait to see
performative.
Dirty
too.
Donnie cutting back and forth between two. My dad's like, I'm not unhinged. Everyone's saying, Pastor, you're going crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not going unhinged. And then it's going to be his like picture. I don't know if they do a mugshot at the psych ward, but Dirty Donnie's going to have a field day.
Oh, let's see. Does Dirty Donnie have anything new because I'm about out of clips here. Let's see if there's anything else on his channel that I haven't covered. I'm taking a look here.
I don't know why that guy doesn't have more subscribers. Like I have more subscribers than him, and I just post
I think
Jonathan Shelley.
I think it's because he keeps making a new account. So I think he used to have more.
Probably. I think a lot of new IFB people are like scared of liking his clips too, just because I don't know why. Like they're funny. Obviously, he might be a little out there. He's definitely a troll, but he's hilarious. So
What else have we not seen from Dirty Donnie?
I'm trying to see if I got any other good videos here I can send you too, making fun of
All
these
right.
bums. I had some great memes I posted on my page as well.
No, I know. I wanted to go through the memes, but it was on
Well,
it was on the account that got nuked.
I can resend you some memes, dude. Let me text you some
Yeah,
memes.
send me,
Hang on.
send me the memes.
Yeah, say no more.
I thought it was funny that you pointed out. I think I don't know if we were texting or something, but you pointed out that you've never seen anybody react to a tasing the way your dad did.
I've never seen someone shrieking like that because, like, I thought it was really bad. But I've seen like videos of like women and stuff getting tasered, and it's the same cop taser. It's like most people just and they just act normal. Dude, I'm sending you a bunch of memes. You're gonna want to go through these on screen. Some of these are better than others. I might add. I haven't made any of these. I've never made a meme in my life. I don't even know how to make a meme. But people send me these memes, and they're pretty funny.
Right. Yeah.
So shout out to whoever makes all these. Actually, like, about half of these are made by my brother Solomon, who's not on social media. So he makes them and sends them to me, and then I post them and pass them off as my own and get all the likes because he doesn't have a social media to post them on. He texts them to me. So that's pretty fun.
So Solomon's a meme maker.
Oh, yeah. He has like I think he makes one iFunny or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's the worst part about losing my Facebook accounts is my posts. I've actually had like some consistently really good things. And every time I've lost my account, I have like 30 people messaging me within like 5 minutes. Like, Isaac, your account's down. They're like, you were my main source of information of what's going on right now. I'm currently the foremost and most trusted authority on wife beating expert here to talk about it.
Let's review these memes real quick. Who made this one?
I don't know, but it's good. Come on.
Oh man, this is one of my favorite ones.
I wish I could take credit for these. I didn't make any of these though.
That's one of my favorite ones. On Dead Domain, we can't take anything Shelley says there seriously. Then
exactly, he's not a credible source. Even if he talks to non-trannies, he's no longer credible.
This is a Shelley X-ray, an X-ray of Shelley's spine.
Yeah.
And a graphical representation of Shelley's the way Shelley has handled this whole situation.
I didn't make that either, but
I thought you made this one at least because you put it on the video of the recording. Oh, okay.
Nope, I stole it. I don't make anything. The only one I made is the one of Miriam at the monument of party founding in North Korea.
We'll get to that one. Yeah,
we'll get to it.
This was Solomon,
This
right?
was Solomon.
Solomon. Yep. NIFB, Pastor Anderson. Why are you guys giving the ministry a bad name? Child abuse, doxing, harassment. Equip to Pastor Anderson. This allows him to destroy all Susanna Anderson cards on the field. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is extension cords in light of the Bible, in light of Stephen Anderson.
People are like, Isaac, is that a real thumbnail? It's like, it's 8 years old, dude. No, it's fake.
I know.
I love this one. Someone sent this to me. This one, I was dying.
Says, sir, my daddy said I can't have my own beliefs anymore. If you want to know what I believe, just go to faithfulwordbaptist.org. Oh man. And like you said Jimenez got the call. Right.
Yeah, he got his ass chewed out for not publicly supporting my dad as much as he should have.
Right. He hasn't counter signaled your dad, but just for merely not supporting with enough enthusiasm, that was his fault. That was his
Exactly.
sin.
Not zealous enough.
This is just this is from the video where he
In the basement,
accuses
Clint
your uncle
Anderson
of being-
stole my daughter.
Yeah, crazy, man. And you called it. You called it right before Miriam released her first interview. You had said this
I
is
did.
exactly what he was going to do. Do you think
Oh,
he
no,
had the
I
video
told-
ready to go?
I don't know. The video didn't look like he did a lot of preparation for it. It looked like he just turned his webcam on and started tweaking. So I don't think his video came out about an hour or two afterwards, because I'd called Jordan and said, like, Jordan, I don't know if you heard, but we're being threatened that we're all going to get doxxed, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't give a crap. I'm not scared of my dad. Put Miriam's interview needs to go up with Jordan's like, oh, I'm putting it up right now. I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
So, because my dad was obviously terrified of Miriam's video because they can't. John's got long hair and a nose ring, which, while everything he said is true, they just discredit him for that. And then they can't really say anything bad about Miriam. Well, they do. They claim she's a trained actress. So, yeah.
Yeah, like Jonathan Shelley.
Seriously.
This one made me crack up when I first saw it.
It's a good one.
The cable guy. Oh, man.
It's a decently good Photoshop, too.
It is. It's pretty good. Every Baptist on Facebook looking to see what new revelations are released about Steven Anderson. Real, man. All the cult members, they must be like, yeah, they were at a crossroads. Like, are they going to double down on the
They
cultic
all view my
behavior?
stories within like 5 minutes of me posting them. I honestly realize, like, I can see if you viewed my stories. I know you're not following me and you're still viewing my stories within minutes of me posting them. Which, if they're not following me, it means they're literally like refreshing and searching up my account to go see what new wild stuff I'm posting. I've got a lot of lurkers on my page because it's public. I don't have a page anymore. It was taken down.
They're
But when
literally
I did have a
doing the
page,
meme. They're literally doing the
they're
McConaughey.
literally just like, they can't look away. It's
Yeah.
great. This is so
Torture
good.
in light of the Bible, the Babylon Bee.
Liked by Pastor Mejia, of course.
Like, look, Mejia liked it. Yeah, I know that's not real, but still funny. Now, this is actually a twist on a meme your dad had originally posted.
Yep.
Unfortunately, not stepping down. The adventure of an ordinary man at war with 1 Timothy 3:4, 1 Corinthians 2-3, Ephesians 5:25, and Ephesians 6:4. It's so bizarre how his point at first he denies everything, and then it became, but even if I did it, it doesn't matter. It's okay.
Yep. He just keeps moving and going.
This one's funny.
It's a good one.
Narcissistic cult leader includes names and phone numbers of all his family members. Extension cord. Oh, man.
Which, by the way, for anybody watching, if you want me to post your memes, send them to me and I will get them posted.
Yeah,
if you have good memes.
send your memes to your
love
cousin.
This one. I love this one. Because
Yeah,
my
this is-
dad did an interview with a trans as well. Not transgender, but transhumanist.
Right, yeah, literally. I remember
Look at
this
this
one.
guy.
Yeah.
Which that guy always cracks me up. This guy's like a transhumanist, talking about like transcending the limits of the human body. Like, dude, why don't you like hit the gym and like hit the limits of the human body first? Like,
Yeah,
the
that's
guy's like,
hilarious.
the guy hasn't even like, he's not even working with what he's got. He's talking about like replacing body parts with machines and stuff.
Yeah, I remember this years ago. I remember watching this when it first came out. The basement.
He literally lives in his basement. It's not
That's funny. When you
exaggeration.
first said that he's a literal basement dweller.
He is.
God, I couldn't stop laughing, man.
He's filming his videos in his basement. Like
Oh, this is actually one you made. This is actually one you made.
I posted this last night promptly before getting my account deleted, but yes.
My sister Miriam Anderson has found spotted at the monuments of party founding in Pyongyang DPRK. And I think, oh yeah. And wherefore sue he him? Because his own works for evil and his brother's righteous. Oh yeah, so this is all the new IFB trolls. They're the ones presumably that are getting your accounts.
Well, someone's reporting me,
Dude.
and I'm not saying anything bad on there besides talking crap to them. So yeah.
All
And I
right.
keep getting they've been getting my accounts, which I don't even have an account anymore. I've given up on being on Facebook. But when I still had an account, it was under I was getting banned for dangerous persons and organizations. It wasn't like you left a mean comment. It was a dangerous persons and organizations, like I'm like a terrorist or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I saw you posted
I'm
the reason.
I'm too much of a menace to Jonathan
You're a
Shelley.
menace. You're a menace to Shelley. All right. I mean,
I've got to
unless
be
you got
I've got
something
to be his
else.
biggest enemy right now.
What happened?
I've got to be his biggest enemy right now.
Oh, for sure.
Me and recording equipment.
Recording equipment is that guy. Yeah, man. That's so funny how much footage we have of him, unbeknownst to him at the time.
Just hours of footage. He's gonna be like, dude, because he's got to be so paranoid. Because I know he was trying to find out who recorded his secret meeting. Yeah, I had about 5 different people sending me recordings from his secret meeting, like separately. I just posted the first guy that sent it to me. Like, I don't know if you realize,
That's
it's like, and then
hilarious.
there's Chris Segura getting busted on the hot mic as well. These guys just cannot stop.
Oh, do we
which
have
is so-
that?
It got taken down off YouTube. That
Man,
guy's
yeah,
nuts,
I
man.
had it saved here for us to take a look at it, but yeah, it makes sense. YouTube took it down, so we can't see it anymore.
I'm sure he's going to be talking about how they're just Pastor Anderson's like Paul. That's why they put him in the psych ward. He's like Paul the apostle. They're trying to shut him up. He talks to that. He's like, they're just trying to shut him down. They're trying to stop his message. You know, the hell and the devil. He's going to be tweaking out and stuff with his sunglasses on and his tactical vest. He has like a watch that's like huge, like a tablet strapped to the back of his hand, and he's like this and stuff. And
that's right. What, is he ex-military at least? I think
he was
he
in
is,
the Marines.
right?
Like he was in the Marines like 20 years ago or something, and he's just like really, really into it. Or I don't know what his deal is, honestly. The problem is he basically just worships my dad. That's why he named multiple of his kids after my parents.
Multiple of his kids after your parents.
Yeah,
That's
we've got
insane, bro.
Steven Anderson Segura, which is super weird.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. Well, unless you got anything more, I think we're finished up here for now.
I think that's about it, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's
got about
about it.
2 hours worth of just instead of talking about abuse, getting to dish it out.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this was the point of this episode. Just to Isaac has talked about this ad nauseum and other, about all the details of the abuse. We didn't want to talk about that here. We just wanted to have a little
Let's
fun.
have some fun, yeah.
Yeah, poke some fun at the new IFB
low-hanging
Colts.
fruit, easy targets.
Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks, Isaac, for coming on.
Of course.
If anything, if maybe a month down the line we get a lot.
Yeah, if
more
we get
funny
more,
material, we can
more
do it all over
insane
again.
footage. Exactly. I'm sure they will give us new material. I have no doubt about
I'm sure
that.
they will.
So
All right.
we just need to get some new, and of course, send me your memes, send me your weird videos of them so we can share it, post it. Yeah.
Any cultic behavior going on, anything memeable, send it to Isaac, and he'll
Yeah, and if
post
you send
it.
me
We'll make it go
screenshots of
viral.
recordings, I'll censor your name out and stuff. I'm not gonna like put you up, but if you have screenshots of your pastor saying weird crap, like if you like Pastor Alvarez posts, you get kicked out of church, send me that. I'll post it and I'll make sure it's anonymous. But send me all your great stuff so I can continue to terrorize Pastor Shelley.
So yeah, make him flip flop once again. Make him
Once
flip-flop.
again. Let's see if we can do it again today. Let's do it again today.
Let's try to get him to flip flop as many times as possible. But anyway, but thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
It
no
was
problem.
fun.
Hey, have a good one.
Take care, bro.
See ya.